Hi, thanks for tuning in to Just Watch It. Hope everyone's staying safe. Today I'm going to do a review of the Pagani Design 5080. But before that, I just want to say thanks for everyone who's been watching the vids and for anyone who's left comments. I've had some really positive comments and some very constructive criticism. You can probably tell I'm not a filmmaker, but I'm learning, and I'm learning a bit of editing, so hopefully today you won't get any blurred shots or me swearing. My first vid actually was of the San Martin Hulk, and I can't believe it, but last time I looked I've had nearly 4,000 views. And I had a really nice comment from Gary from I Like Watches, and actually 2 days ago I got a comment from San Martin Watches themselves saying they like the vid. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. Lastly, I want to say a big thanks to anyone who's actually subscribed. As you can tell, this is a hobby for me. I'm not a professional filmmaker, but I just want to share my interest stroke obsession in watches. So yeah, big thanks to everyone. Okay, let's get on with the review. The reason I wanted to review this watch is that there aren't many videos on YouTube with this particular watch. Pagani Design, they're a well-known brand and they're getting some really good reviews of some of their watches. However, I think this one's been missed, and I think it's a really underestimated watch. As you can see, it's in the watch box next to the Saab. No particular reason other than it didn't look right just having one watch in there, and actually means it's got something that you can compare to for size and look, but make sure you focus on the right. So dealing with the specs, it's got a diameter of 40mm, a thickness of 12mm. The movement is a Seagull 2813, and that hacks, and it's got a date complication, as you can see. It's got a 20mm lug width, lug to lug is 48, and the crystal is hardlex. If we take a look at the dial, you can see that it's got applied indices, hands are Dauphinoise hands. It's got a really lovely sunburst effect on the dial, and the dial is pretty minimal. It's got Pagani Design and automatic. And I think when you compare it with the Saab next to it, you can see that actually it's a very simple and straightforward watch, but it's still quite classy. If we look at the case, it's all high polish. I actually went for the gold version, but it does come in a number of different options. You can get it all silver, you can get it with a blue dial, a black dial. But I went for the gold version, and when you actually see it up close, it actually gives it's more of an antique gold than a bright new shiny gold. As well as that, it's got a signed crown as well. So if we take a quick look at the strap, this is a strap that it came with, nothing special. It's with a butterfly clasp, and but actually it's inscribed as well, which is a nice little touch. As I say, nothing special about it, but nothing wrong with it, it does the job. If we take a look at the back of the watch, you can see that it's a display case and that it's a screw down back. It's inscribed around the side, 30 metres, it's got the model number and the calibre, and for some reason it also has got elegant, which I don't disagree with. But I think what is really good is that, as you can see on the rotor blade, they've really gone to some effort with decorating that rotor blade, and I'm going to try and get a quick close-up so you can see that. So here's a close-up of the back. As you can see, they've decorated the rotor with the Pagani Design logo, and I think they've done a really good job on that. Okay, just a quick close-up so that you can see that sunburst effect on the dial. Okay, dealing with the accuracy, I haven't got a time grapher, but what I did, I set it on the internet, and I wore it for a couple of days, and I checked it again, and I think it probably lost about 5 or 6 seconds, which I was quite pleased with, bearing in mind the price I paid for the watch. And so let's talk about that. Obviously this came from AliExpress, and I bought it about a year ago, and I think I got it for a steal. I paid £32 for that. I think now they've gone up a little bit, they're about maybe £45, but you might get it cheaper in some of the sales. To sum up, this is a great little watch. I think it's really underestimated, and I think it's really understated as well. I mean, whether it's a dress watch or an everyday watch, you know, I'm not sure. I think you could use it for any occasion like that. Okay, well I hope you found it useful, I hope you found it interesting. Like I say, it's a great watch, I really recommend it. Okay, before I go, I've had a comment on my video of the San Martin Holt. Someone's having problems adjusting the bracelet. I think they've taken out a link, but they're having problem with the micro adjust, and asked if I could show how to do it. Well, my caveat is I'm not a watchmaker, but I'll show how I think it's meant to go. So as you can see on these watches here, it's a concealed micro adjust, so there's no holes there. And I'll do my best to zoom in, but you might be able to see just about here, they're in here. So the first thing you need to do is to open up this extension, and then you can see this pin bar here. There. Now in here, sorry, it's having trouble focusing. In here there's a little pin bar, and all you need to do is get a really small flathead screwdriver in there and moving it up and down, and you can probably see just there's one of the other holes. So you can move it, I think it comes with 3, so you can move it one forward or one back. Anyway, hope that helps. Lastly, I just want to show you my latest purchase of watch strap. Apparently I've got too many watch straps, so I'm told. But this is the first time that I've actually bought a Marine Nationale style. I've got loads of NATO straps, but this is the first elastic Marine Nationale style one that I bought. It's not an original, I think they go for about 60-70 quid. This was £12 off eBay, and I've got to say it's the most comfortable watch strap I've ever worn. And I think I've put it on my L'Oreal Submariner, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So much so that I've decided to buy a few more. And I found a website, you guys probably know about it, Cheap NATO Straps. They got a sale on at the moment, so it might be worth checking out. I'm not getting paid, they're not sponsoring me at all, but it's just a heads up in case anyone's interested. Okay, thanks for tuning in, hope you enjoyed it, stay safe.